When I was a kid, my dad was never around. He was either at work or at the pub or down at the TAB, and I had the sense that I actually didn't get what I wanted from my father. And when I examined that issue, what I found was that the issues I had around my dad were actually not really about him at all. They were really all about me and how I perceived what happened to me as I grew up. And so I came away with the perspective that my dad did the best he could with what he got.
I have a fantastic relationship with my father. Our childhood relationship wasn't so strong, and now it's just fantastic. And I just thank Man's in a Journey for that all the time, you know, all the time.
I got a greater insight into my father and my relationship with my father. Certainly in terms of understanding how he came to be as an adult, how he came to live life as a man, and I suppose I came to an understanding that his parents didn't do a great job of teaching him how to be a man, and so he didn't have the tools to pass on to me about how to be, I suppose, a responsible adult male. So it gave me a better insight into how to be a better man.
Through Man's Inner Journey, I got to get a better understanding of my relationship with my father. While I always have loved and respected him, and he's a wonderful man, we didn't really connect at all. And I came away from that learning how to build an adult relationship with him, one where I finally accepted him for who he was and not who I expected or wanted him to be. So the relationship's really developed since then, and the added bonus of that is my relationship with my own son has greatly improved, as well as with my own daughters.
Learning more about my dad and how he was and what he was like, and perhaps the things that he did and didn't do, and you know, I had some judgment around the fact that he didn't do things that I wanted him to do. Trying to understand what he would have been like as a little boy, and maybe appreciating that more, and perhaps the skills that he developed maybe weren't as different, they were different to mine, but I was able to accept the way he was.
So doing the MIJ, my thoughtfulness and awareness of the influence my father had on me growing up, and the consequence that had on me being as the man I am today, was something that I was able to reflect on, and as a result I believe I'm by far a better father for my children, being more aware of the consequence of my actions on them and offering them some of the opportunities in life that I wasn't given due to good fathering.
The relationship I had with my father was not particularly good. In fact, it was bloody terrible. And I got an opportunity to look at that relationship and to understand some of the difficulties that Dad was going through, which reflected in his relationship with me. And on understanding some of that, I got a better knowledge or a better understanding of him, which helped me a heck of a lot.
I had issues with my upbringing, which I regarded as pretty ordinary and basic, certainly with my relationship with my father. And I was probably pretty unforgiving of my father. And one of the things that really did come out of the MIJ was the attitude towards forgiving my father for what he had or hadn't done for me as a son to become my own man, to become a father myself.